Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Ronnie coming back in the video. Today we're going to take a look at Brandon Mileti, linebacker center for Hauppauge. So let's check him out, see how he does. Okay, does a nice job right here. Able to come up, come through, help make a tackle right there. See who does. Comes across, makes a nice job. Definitely does a nice job reading it. Comes across, finds that hole. He came in too fast. This hole definitely built up. Definitely could have gotten in a little bit sooner. Take a look. He's coming up too far. Should have came up a little bit. Could have easily gotten through. There's a huge hole right there. Could have easily gotten through that. Was able to make the tackle. Could have easily tried to find that hole, and maybe there a little bit sooner, because that's something that you want to be able to do is get through these holes, especially when when the opposing team actually just makes the holes for you. Let's take a look at the snap. Get to have a stance. Okay, does a nice job. Comes upfield, takes a nice step up. Does a nice job right there. Definitely gets out of his stance really fast after he snaps it. What I'm gonna say is, right, you take a look, doesn't get his hands inside of him. He gets through, but doesn't really try and get upfield and help make more blocks. Kind of gives up on the play after he makes this one and misses the block right there. That's something that he probably should work on, is just being more physical, aggressive. Don't let a guy get through and then give up on the play. Either go against that guy, make sure he can't get the play, or go outfield and make another play against another guy. Make sure that no one else can make the play. If you make a mistake, make sure that another guy can't capitalize on the mistake that you made. Okay, does a nice job. I've said this 1,000 times, guys. I don't like when linebackers do this. Heads down, shooting body before he makes contact. Don't like that. Like if you're making contact, if you've already made contact and you dive, that's fine. But if you haven't made contact, guy could easily take a step outside, do something, and make you miss, especially when your head's down like that. You don't want to do that. You don't have good vision on him. You could easily make a huge mistake right there. And it's just something that you don't want to do. Is you always got, if you're gonna dive, make sure you at least made contact with your opponent before you dive. It's something that it's a very small thing, but it can make a huge difference in the game. You don't make contact, you dive, you miss the tackle, they could score. Make contact before you dive. Right here, comes outside, makes a nice job right there. Gets in, but you take a look right here. He a little bit over pursued. You see, he's able to cut back inside and almost get inside you. If there wasn't this guy right here, you could have easily missed that tackle. And even if you made that tackle, you would have gotten a lot more yards. You're sliding down. You're not staying up and being physical in a sense. You're using your athletic abilities too much, and not using physicality to stop your opponent. And that could change the momentum is if you use your physicality more, because people that are more physical are better at this game. No matter how athletic you are, especially as a middle linebacker, you could be athletic as hell, but if you're not physical enough, in which you can't run through a guy, you're not going to be a powerful player. I don't see him make it, like right here. He was going down before you made contact. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, he made contact. You just got on top of him. Slowed him down a little bit. Made sure that he didn't roll, but it wasn't high school. In which once he's down, he's down. Right here he does a nice job. But he gets up. You take a look, but you're diving, and when you dive, he's able to push you a little bit. He's able to drag you for like a little bit more yardage instead of just you stopping him in his place or you pushing him back. And that's something that it seems like he should work on, is just not allowing his opponent to be able to push him back. He does a nice snap, gets up, but I think that was him. Is that? No, it wasn't him. I lost sight of him. I thought that was him. That's gotta be. I don't know. That one was very difficult for me to see. I'm not gonna make a comment on that other than the snap, which was a good snap right there. Don't like this. I do not like this. You take a look right here. You're diving. You're diving, bro. You just can't be diving right here. This isn't a play that you're going and jumping for him. If he's able to get outside a little bit more, you're diving, he's able to at least get a little bit more yardage. And instead of you just trying to get in front of him, get more physical and drag him backwards so he can't get any yardage, you diving, he knows that you're coming down, but he's able to lean forward and he's able to get a little bit more yardage than if you make full frontal contact with your opponent. Does a nice job right here. I just don't like, he's grabbing their legs, and if you have a guy good enough, he'll be able to get through, take a step out of your legs. I'm not trying to be, but like, he's able to just easily dominate. And a lot of this is just, it seems like a little bit of luck, because you see right here, he's diving. His head's already down before he even makes contact. And it's just something that you don't want to see, is your head being down before you even make contact. No coach likes when your head's down when you make contact. And it's just something that you want to improve on. Like right here, this is a good play right here. This right here is a good play. Doesn't give up on the play right here. But, stays up, heads up. He's able to stay on his feet. But you know what? He's made sure that he can't get any more yards. Comes up and runs through him. That's what you want to do. You don't want to dive. You take a look right here. This is a play that you see a good play and then you just see a bunch of bad plays. You don't run through him. You get past him. You hit him with your shoulder. He was already going down. You had your team surrounding him. Great. Here, you do the spin tackle and you drag him down and you end up actually dragging him forward more than anything else. Like, you take a look right here. This is, okay, has this space that comes up right here, does a nice job, comes up, tries to dive, but he doesn't. He misses the tackle right here, hits him lightly in the leg. He's able to go and gain a little bit more yardage from where you made contact with him. That's something that he definitely wants to improve on, is just not being able to, just making complete contact with his opponent. Because you're making them, and they're falling down, yeah. But they're falling down like 2 or 3 yards after you make contact. You got to stop them in their tracks. It's something you want to see. Then you want to do is stop your opponents in their tracks so they can't gain any yardage. This kid's definitely a solid ball player. You could see that he's got that athletic ability because he's diving and doing this. But he needs to either understand a little bit more and get more physical up front, because it seems like he's doing a lot of diving, grabbing by the legs, and not being physical in a sense. And you could see that he has some of this physicality, because you saw in one of those plays that he was being physical and he hit him. He hit him hard, stopped him in his tracks. We're not seeing a lot of that. I want to see a lot more of that for senior highlights, because this kid's definitely a baller. This kid's physical, athletic, and you can easily see that he can do a lot more when he puts a lot of physicality into making a play. But guys, remember to like, subscribe, comment down below, and yeah, peace.